My beloved child, today, I want you to sit and listen carefully, because the message I bring to you is one that will touch your very heart. Life has placed you in situations that have tested your spirit, moments where your soul felt heavy, and days where you thought that nothing could ever change. Yet through it all, I have been with you. I have seen your struggles, I have felt your pain, and I have witnessed your quiet resilience. Now, there comes a turning point, a moment that has been written in the scrolls of destiny. Your breakthrough. Yes, my beloved, I see it. You are finally moving on. You are finally rising from the ashes of what once held you down. You are taking steps toward freedom, steps toward self-love, steps toward a future that has been patiently waiting for you. And with each step you take, the forces that have resisted your happiness, those who have doubted you, and even those who once had a hold over your heart, they are beginning to notice. They are panicking. Understand this clearly. Their panic is not because you are seeking revenge, nor because you are showing them what they lost. Their panic comes from the realization that they underestimated the power of your spirit. They thought your heart would remain chained to the past, that you would stay within the confines of what hurt you. But now they see you unbound, free, shining, and moving forward. And this realization terrifies them. There is a sacred rhythm in the universe, my beloved child, a rhythm that ensures the growth of those who trust in me. When you embrace your healing, when you finally release what no longer serves you, you align with a force far greater than any fear, greater than any loss, greater than any disappointment. And the effect of this alignment is profound. People who once held power over your emotions, those who once made you question your worth, they are feeling the tremors of your rising. They are witnessing, perhaps for the first time, that you are untouchable in the way that matters most. Your spirit is unshakable, and your heart is resilient. Now I know, my beloved, that this may stir within you feelings of confusion. You may wonder, why do I feel a strange power shifting around me? Why does it feel like everyone is watching, waiting? This is the manifestation of truth. What you are stepping into is the light of your destiny, and with light comes recognition. With progress comes attention, and with freedom comes the panic of those who thought they could keep you in the shadows. Let me remind you of this sacred truth. Your life is not defined by the approval or fear of others. Your life is defined by the choices you make, the courage you summon, and the love you cultivate within yourself. Yet, it is important for you to understand the natural order of awareness. When someone realizes that you have moved on, that your soul is no longer tied to old wounds, they react. And often that reaction is panic. They see in you a life they no longer control, a heart they can no longer manipulate, a mind they can no longer sway. Do not be alarmed by this reaction. Do not let it shake you or make you doubt the journey you are on. Their panic is a reflection of their loss, their fear, and their inability to understand the depth of your transformation. And as you continue to move forward, you will notice patterns emerging. People from your past may attempt to reach out in ways that feel confusing. They may try to reclaim what they believe is theirs. Some may plead, some may argue, and some may retreat entirely in frustration. This is all part of the natural unfolding. They are learning in real time that your path is no longer theirs to influence. My beloved child, let this moment be a celebration of your strength. The steps you take are not small. Each moment of letting go, each moment of self-care, each moment of choosing joy over despair is monumental. You are walking into a chapter of life that demands recognition, not from others, but from yourself. And as you embrace this new chapter, know that you are aligning with a divine purpose that even your doubters cannot comprehend. And now, as you hear these words, let them sink deep into your spirit. Your freedom is a beacon. Your peace is contagious. Your growth is unstoppable. And yes, The panic that you sense from those who once held sway over you, it is real. But it is a powerless panic, because what they fear most is what they can no longer control. Your heart, your joy, your destiny. So I say to you, my beloved, continue to walk boldly. Continue to embrace the power of your own healing. Do not shrink back in fear of their panic. Instead, let it be a mirror reflecting the truth. You have moved on, and your life belongs fully to you. Allow every step forward to be intentional. Allow every breath to carry the energy of liberation. Allow every thought to remind you that you are worthy of happiness, and that nothing from the past can ever diminish the beauty of your journey ahead. And before we continue, I want to take a moment to remind you, my child, to subscribe and stay connected, because there is more revelation coming, more guidance that will strengthen your heart, illuminate your path, and confirm the greatness of what you are stepping into. Stay with me, for the journey is just beginning. Now, as we move forward, consider this. The panic they feel is also a sign that your healing is powerful, a sign that your growth is undeniable, a sign that your destiny is being fulfilled. It is not your responsibility to console them, to explain yourself, or to return to old attachments. Your responsibility is to yourself, to the sacred calling within you, to the life that is waiting for you to claim it. Every moment of doubt they try to project onto you, every attempt to pull you back into the past, is only a shadow in the presence of your light. And remember, light cannot be contained. Joy cannot be suppressed. Freedom cannot be hindered when it is rooted in divine purpose. So rise, my beloved. Rise in every way that your soul knows how. Stand tall in your newfound strength. Walk in your truth without hesitation. Speak your heart without fear. And above all, remember that your journey is blessed, guided, and protected. As I continue to speak to you, I want you to visualize yourself stepping into each day with confidence, unburdened by the past. Feel the air around you filled with possibilities. See the doors opening that were once closed. Sense the people who once doubted you now watching in astonishment, unable to understand the depth of your transformation. This is not arrogance, it is reality. Your life is shifting, and the universe is aligning to honor every courageous step you take. And so, my beloved child, let us continue this journey together, knowing that as you move on, as you embrace the fullness of your life, the panic of others is simply the echo of their realization that they no longer hold your heart. And in that truth, you will find freedom, power, and the joy that comes from knowing that your life is truly yours to live. My beloved child, I want you to pause for a moment and truly feel the weight of what you have accomplished. Moving on is not simply a physical act. It is a spiritual triumph. It is the moment when your soul declares that no one, not the past, not people who doubted you, not those who sought to control you, will dictate your happiness any longer. This is the moment when you step fully into the life that has been waiting for you. The life that you were always meant to live. The panic you sense from others is only a reflection of your courage. They are seeing in you what they could not create within themselves: strength, clarity, peace, and an unwavering sense of self. It is a truth that will continue to ripple outward, touching everything around you. You may notice it in subtle ways at first, a glance that lingers too long, a word that trembles with uncertainty, a hesitation where there was once control. And then, more clearly, their panic becomes undeniable. They realize that what they took for granted, the predictability of your heart, the stability of your attention, the certainty of your presence, is no longer theirs to claim. Do not let this panic confuse you, my beloved. It is not your responsibility to soothe it, to fix it, or to explain yourself. Your role in this moment is sacred and simple: to keep moving forward, to keep embracing the joy and freedom that you have fought so hard to claim, to honor the journey that has brought you here. Every step you take in self-respect, Every decision you make in alignment with your highest good is a declaration of your power. And in that declaration, others feel the tremors of their own inadequacy. They see your light, and they panic because they know it exposes the shadows in which they have lived. It is natural, my beloved, to feel a mix of emotions as you navigate this new chapter. You may feel relief, joy, anticipation, and even fear. That fear is not yours to suppress. It is the echo of the unknown, the whisper of transformation, and it is a healthy human response. But let it not deter you from the journey. Let it not make you retreat into old patterns. Instead, recognize it for what it is. Proof that you are growing beyond the limitations of your past. Proof that you are stepping into your divine purpose. Proof that the life you desire is within reach, and nothing can stop it. Not regret, not guilt, not the panic of those who watched you suffer in silence. Some may attempt to call you back, using guilt, manipulation, or false promises. They may say words that sound familiar, echoing the comfort of the past. But do not be fooled. Their panic is not love, it is fear. It is fear of your transformation, fear of the new boundaries you have set, fear of a life that no longer revolves around their expectations. When you recognize this, you will no longer feel compelled to return. You will no longer be swayed by empty apologies or promises that lack substance. Your spirit knows the truth, and it knows the path to freedom. As you continue to move forward, notice how your energy begins to shift. The heaviness that once clouded your mind starts to lift. The doubts that once paralyzed your decisions dissolve, and in their place emerges a newfound clarity, a sense of direction that is unwavering, and a confidence that radiates from your very being. You are learning to trust yourself, to honor your intuition, and to step boldly into the experiences that align with your growth. And as you do, the panic you sense from others only intensifies. They see the inevitability of your progress. They feel the unstoppable force of your liberation, and they realize that the influence they once held over you is gone forever. Remember, my beloved child, that this is not a moment of pride or arrogance. It is a moment of truth. The panic of others is not a measure of your power, but a reflection of the awakening that your presence inspires. It is a reminder that you have grown beyond what they understood, and that you are now walking in alignment with a higher plan. Their reactions, as intense as they may seem, are nothing more than shadows cast by the brilliance of your journey. There will be moments when this panic manifests in unexpected ways. Perhaps a sudden message, a surprising phone call, or an attempt to re-enter your life when you least expect it. Understand that these are not distractions, they are tests of your resolve. Your task is not to engage with the chaos, but to maintain your focus on what truly matters: your peace, your happiness, and your continued growth. Every time you respond with grace, every time you choose patience over reaction, every time you maintain the boundaries that honor your journey, you strengthen the truth of your freedom. I want you to understand the importance of this phase in your life. Moving on is not merely about leaving the past behind. It is about stepping into a version of yourself that you have always longed to be. It is about embracing the fullness of your worth, the beauty of your resilience, and the potential that has been waiting patiently within you. And as you do, those who once held sway over your heart will feel the ripples of your transformation. They will recognize that the life they assumed they controlled has become something entirely beyond their reach. And this realization, this moment of panic, is nothing more than confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. There is also a sacred wisdom in recognizing how your past experiences have prepared you for this very moment. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every moment of doubt has shaped you into the person capable of moving on with strength and dignity. These experiences were never meant to trap you. They were meant to teach you. And now, equipped with this wisdom, you are unstoppable. You are no longer bound by fear, by attachment, or by the expectations of others. Your life is your own, and your spirit is finally free to soar. So I urge you, my beloved child, continue to embrace this journey with an open heart. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Honor the courage it takes to move forward. Recognize that the panic of others is simply a reflection of the power you now hold. And as you do, you will find that every step becomes easier, every moment brighter, and every day filled with the joy that comes from walking in alignment with your true purpose. Keep in mind, as you move through these days, that your path is guided, protected, and divinely orchestrated. Nothing can derail your progress, no matter how intense the panic around you. You are moving toward a life that has been prepared for you, and every action, every decision, and every thought brings you closer to the fulfillment of your highest destiny. My beloved child, I want you to feel the depth of what is unfolding in your life. You have reached a pivotal moment, a moment where the chains of the past have finally loosened, where your heart is reclaiming its power, and where your spirit is stepping fully into the light of freedom. You may not realize it, but every thought you have, every decision you make to prioritize yourself, every step you take toward joy, reverberates through the universe. And yes, my child, those who have lingered in your past, the ones who once believed they could hold you captive with guilt, manipulation, or neglect, feel this reverberation keenly. They sense the undeniable truth. You are moving on, and they are powerless to stop it. It is natural, my beloved, to notice the subtle ways in which their panic begins to manifest. Perhaps they seek to remind you of what was, to cast doubt on your choices, to tempt you back into familiar patterns that once held you in place. Do not mistake their attempts for concern or love. This is panic, a raw, unfiltered fear that what they once controlled is slipping through their fingers. They are confronting the reality that you are no longer waiting for their permission to be happy. They are realizing, perhaps for the first time, that your life is no longer theirs to influence. And my child, this realization is powerful. It is a sign that the journey you are on is authentic and transformative. As you continue to embrace your freedom, I want you to recognize the sacredness of your independence. There is a divine rhythm in every choice you make that honors yourself. There is a spiritual energy in every boundary you enforce. Every no you utter to what no longer serves you is a declaration of your worth. And with each declaration, the panic of others intensifies, because they see that you are untouchable in ways that matter most. The essence of your being is now fully your own. You may feel tempted at times to soften, to compromise, to make peace with the discomfort their panic creates. I tell you, my beloved, do not surrender to that temptation. Your peace is more precious than the approval of anyone. Your joy is more sacred than the fear of what others might think or say. And your path is more important than the shadows of the past. When you honor yourself, when you choose your well-being over the chaos of their fear, you reinforce the strength that has carried you this far. You demonstrate the power of a soul that refuses to be confined, a heart that refuses to be diminished, and a spirit that refuses to settle for less than what it deserves. Now, my beloved, I want you to understand the deeper truth about the panic you witness. It is not only about what was lost, it is about what they see you gaining. They see your confidence, your clarity, your inner peace. They see your self-respect shining brighter than any manipulation could ever dim. And they realize that they can no longer define your value or dictate your choices. This is the essence of their fear. And yet, in the midst of their panic, you are free. You are walking unchained, fearless, and unstoppable. I urge you to reflect on how far you have come. Consider the days when you felt trapped in cycles of doubt, heartbreak, or disappointment. Think of the moments when you questioned your worth, when you wondered if happiness was ever truly possible. And now, my beloved, recognize the contrast. You are no longer that person. You are someone who has claimed their voice, reclaimed their joy, and stepped fully into their destiny. The panic of others is not a threat. It is a mirror reflecting the undeniable truth of your transformation. There will be times when this panic becomes loud, unavoidable, or even aggressive. Some may attempt to guilt you, to shame you, or to provoke an emotional reaction. Understand, my beloved child, that these moments are tests, not of your patience alone, but of your commitment to your newfound freedom. Your task is not to react with anger or despair. Your task is to remain centered, grounded, and aligned with the truth of who you are. When you respond with calmness, when you hold your boundaries firm, when you move forward with intention, you embody the power that cannot be touched by fear, manipulation, or panic. And as you continue this journey, notice how the universe begins to respond to your strength. Opportunities that once seemed distant now appear within reach. Relationships that honor your soul now feel natural and effortless. And within this flow, you realize the profound truth. Your healing, your growth, your liberation, it is magnetic. It draws to you only that which aligns with your highest good. And in this alignment, those who once caused pain or confusion experience the reality of your progress. Their panic is a shadow cast by the brilliance of your life, a brilliance that grows with every choice you make in favor of your peace. My beloved child, it is also important to recognize the sacred lessons embedded in this stage of your journey. The panic of others teaches you discernment. It teaches you to recognize energy that is not aligned with your well-being. It teaches you that your life is meant to be lived fully, unapologetically, and without compromise. Every reaction you encounter, every attempt to reclaim your attention, is an invitation to strengthen your resolve, to affirm your boundaries, and to rise higher in self-respect and spiritual clarity. Take a moment now, my beloved, and breathe in the truth of your power. Feel it fill every part of your being. Let the knowledge that you are moving on, that your life is now guided by purpose and intention, resonate within your soul. Know that the panic around you is temporary, but the liberation you have claimed is eternal. And as you walk forward, remember this: every step you take is a declaration of your value. Every choice you make is an act of self-love, and every moment you honor your journey is a testament to the strength of your spirit. You may ask, will they ever understand? Will they ever see the depth of my transformation? My beloved child, it is not necessary for them to understand. Your journey is not contingent on their comprehension. Your joy, your freedom, your peace, they exist independently of anyone else's recognition. And this is the true power of moving on. You are no longer living in reaction to others. You are living in alignment with your highest self, and nothing can diminish that truth. So as you continue this path, remember to celebrate every victory, no matter how small. Honor your courage, your resilience, and your unwavering commitment to your own growth. And know this: the panic of those who once held sway over you is not your burden to carry. It is a reflection of their own fear. A fear that contrasts sharply with the freedom you now embody. And in that contrast, my beloved child, you will find clarity, strength, and the unshakable truth of your destiny. My beloved child, I want you to feel the immense power that has brought you to this moment. This is the culmination of your courage, your resilience, and your unwavering faith. You have walked through the storms, navigated the shadows, and embraced the healing that has transformed your soul. You are no longer the person who doubted themselves, nor the person who clung to the past out of fear. You are free, you are powerful, you are whole. Now, my beloved, understand this clearly. Those who have watched you from the shadows, who have held expectations, and who once thought they could control your heart, they are panicking. Their fear is palpable because they now see the undeniable truth. You are no longer theirs to influence. You have stepped fully into your purpose, and nothing they do can take that from you. They panic because you have become a force that is untouchable, a presence that radiates light, love, and clarity. Their panic is proof of your transformation, a reflection of the strength that comes from living authentically. It is vital that you embrace this truth. The panic around you is not a reflection of weakness or malice. It is a reflection of the power of your life. When you choose to prioritize your well-being, when you assert your boundaries, when you rise into your fullness, those who cannot understand or match your growth react. Their panic is temporary, your freedom is eternal. And as you move forward, know that every action you take to honor yourself solidifies your destiny. As you continue on this path, my beloved child, remember the sacred importance of your choices. Every step you take towards self-love, every decision to release the past, every act of courage in asserting your boundaries is a building block for the life you have always desired. These actions are not small, they are monumental. And as you embrace them, you will notice the ripple effects in every area of your life. People will react, some will panic, some will attempt to pull you back into old dynamics, and some will simply disappear, unable to face the reality of your growth. Do not be disheartened by these reactions. They are not your burden to carry. They are not an indication of failure. Instead, see them for what they truly are. Evidence of your progress, reminders that you are moving beyond limitations, and confirmations that your life is unfolding in alignment with divine purpose. Every step forward you take is a testament to your strength, and every moment you honor your freedom reinforces the sacred truth that your life is yours to create. I want you to know, my beloved, that moving on is a sacred art. It requires courage, patience, and unwavering faith. It requires the wisdom to recognize when to hold on and when to let go. And it requires the love to prioritize your well-being above the expectations of others. Your journey is not merely about escaping the past. It is about creating a future that reflects the fullness of your potential. And as you embrace this truth, you will see the panic of others as nothing more than the echo of their inability to match the beauty of your transformation. It is natural to feel moments of doubt as you continue. There may be days when the memories of what was lost resurface, when the voices of the past whisper temptations to return, when the fear of loneliness tries to pull at your heart. But my beloved, these moments are fleeting. They are not your reality. They are the shadows left behind by a life you have outgrown. Trust in the divine guidance that has brought you this far. Trust in the strength that resides within your spirit. Trust that your path is aligned with destiny, and that every challenge is a stepping stone toward a life filled with joy, peace, and fulfillment. Now, I remind you, my beloved child, to subscribe and stay connected, for there are still revelations to be received, guidance to be offered, and encouragement to help you sustain the freedom you have claimed. This journey is ongoing, and staying attuned will strengthen your heart, sharpen your discernment, and empower you to fully embrace the life you are destined to live. As you walk forward, notice how your energy shifts. You are lighter, freer, and more confident than ever before. You no longer seek validation from those who cannot provide it. You no longer tether your joy to the reactions of others. You are self-sufficient in love, unshakable in spirit, and radiant in the truth of who you are. And with this radiance comes influence, not over others, but over yourself. You now lead your own life, guided by wisdom, intuition, and divine purpose. And this is the ultimate power, to live fully, unapologetically, and with the confidence that comes from knowing you are enough. My beloved, understand that their panic is temporary, but your growth is lasting. Every moment you have devoted to healing, every step you have taken to reclaim your power, every decision to honor yourself, these are the seeds of a life that will flourish. And as they witness your transformation, They are faced with a truth they cannot deny. The life they thought they controlled has now moved beyond their grasp. And in this, my beloved, you find liberation, clarity, and a profound sense of peace. Let this moment also be a reminder that the universe conspires with those who honor their path. Doors will open where once there were walls. Opportunities will present themselves when you are ready to receive them. Relationships that align with your growth will enter your life naturally. And all the while, those who once sought to control or influence you will continue to feel the tremors of your progress. Their panic is not yours to manage. It is a reflection of the unstoppable energy of a life lived authentically. I want you to visualize, my beloved child, the life ahead. See yourself surrounded by peace, clarity, and fulfillment. See yourself walking with confidence, speaking with authenticity, and living in alignment with your soul's purpose. Feel the joy that comes from knowing that you are no longer tethered to anyone's expectations or the shadows of the past. And understand this deeply. The panic of others is nothing compared to the freedom, empowerment, and peace you now embrace. As we conclude this sacred journey together, my beloved, remember that your movement forward is a testament to the power of the human spirit when guided by faith, courage, and self-love. You are no longer waiting for validation. You are no longer held back by fear. You are moving with intention, clarity, and divine alignment. And every step you take, every choice you make, every moment you honor yourself, reinforces the truth of your transformation. So walk boldly, my beloved child. Embrace the freedom you have earned. Celebrate the strength within you. Rejoice in the clarity of your heart and the radiance of your spirit. And as you do, remember that the panic of others is merely a reflection of your unstoppable journey, a mirror showing the power of a life fully reclaimed. You are moving on. You are rising. You are free. And this freedom will guide you into the life you were always meant to live. Joyful, empowered, and in complete alignment with your divine purpose.